Boom! Here we are, working on converting things to world coordinates again. Oh, the pain. So. Now where did the... I know what you're playing, Torch, but what game are you playing, Dragon?
This is Smite.
Oh, you said that. I didn't know that was the name of the game. I thought you were just saying the word. I smite you.
Yeah,
Isn't that also the name of a Spider-Man villain?
I don't know.
Alistair Smite.
Probably.
Schmitty.
And I'm going to get sunk in the next few seconds. I just got sunk.
What's up? Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, I made the speed one. Let's put that back to where it was. Alright, so it's dumb missiles that I'm trying to fix. Let's make this. You mean the guys that worked on Raptor originally? Well, there was Rich Fleeter, Tim Nevue, and Jim Mullinitz. I got Rich on Facebook, but the other guys I don't talk to. And then Paul Radek, he was my boss before I started on Raptor at Neotech, and he's the guy that did the DMX sound engine that Raptor and Doom used. I'm still friends with him, kind of, but he moved to Seattle. He works at Microsoft now. Unless you're talking about, you said French, the .emu guys helped port it. Got order names. Maybe that's who you're talking about? Matt Murphy did the music for original. And I did the Hanger song and maybe the credits song. Yeah, one guy's name was Romain Tisserand. He was French. He worked at .emu. He helped port Raptor to Windows. What was the other guy's name? I can't remember. There was two of them. Yeah, I think you're probably thinking of the Windows version. Let's look it up. Yeah, Tisserand. Yeah, I'm friends with him on Facebook. I don't know that other name though. Okay, here's the original credits. Oh yeah, they've been selling this for over a decade now. Anyways, I'll get back to work. So, dumb missile. Let's put the dumb missile back in. Let's fix that damn fire thing. Why are the flames flying with the shots? Oh, I commented out something. I remember now. That looks right now. Now where the hell does it do the... Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
I realized my microphone was way far away. Shit, I'll turn it up a bit. Oh no, it's good. Smoke down. Start Panem. Blue spark, blue spark, blue spark, orange spark. Man, this is... Laser blast. Ah. This is wrong. Oh dear. is why it's all over the place, probably. Let me prove that that's it. Yeah, those flying explosions seem to be gone. So that's it. XY. Oh, this wait, shit. No, 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 no. Ooh, I think it's gonna cause a jitter. Oh, hey, it's down there. Neat. At least it's on the screen. Whoops, I covered up the chat. The water will actually get better. That is way off.
So it looks like the islands were floating atop the water.
The what?
In the stream, it looks like the islands were floating on top of the water instead of protruding out of it.
Yeah, everything's all wonky right now. I gotta stop putting my hand over my mouth while I'm talking. Like, oh. What am I doing wrong? That's the right position. The shots come out in the right position, but the animation doesn't. Start animation. X, Y, X, Y. Well, it's debugger time.
I'm going to go off and go do some other things. Was nice being in voice again.
My sound cut out. I didn't hear what you said all fully.
I'm going. I'm leaving the voice chat.
Okay, man.
Because I need other things. But it was nice talking to you again.
You too, man. I'll be here for at least 4 more hours.
Yeah. Maybe I'll come back today, but otherwise some other day.
All right, man.
Okay.
Talk to you both later.
Later, dude.
See ya.
I slid. I passed what I'm looking for. Player shoot. Here we go. Let it go for a while. All right. Oh, did I press something? Shit. There we go. 166 negative 753. Oh, here we go. Oh no. More bullshit. DX. What the hell's DX? Not your fault.
My fault.
Oh, the chat. I'm responding to in the YouTube chat.
Okay.
Juggernaut X said his internet was bad. He goes, "I'm sorry." I'm like, "It's not your fault." Oh, the pain. Why did I write it this way? Player flag. Follow player movements. That's shit. Well, since it's adding that, it doesn't make any sense. Wait, now magically I put it back the old way and it's working? Here it is.
Hello.
Hello.
Who came in? I can't see the thing.
It's a me.
It's a me. Yeah, I'm finding more bad programming that I did in DOS version. If anybody ever invents a time machine, I got a list of things I want to tell my past self.
Yeah. Yeah, I could get in on that.
Look, some of the flames are shooting up in the sky again. I hate bugs that change without doing anything. Let me verify again that this is the problem.
Oh.
Oh wait, no, it's not the ship animations, it's something else. I don't know if you guys can see this in the stream, but there's like little flames appearing. What in the hell? Let's make sure I don't have any other weapons loaded. Nope. So it's something with the forward guns. You know what? I'm going to run the original Raptor.
Raptor. Raptor.
Steam library. Yikes. Oh, this is weird playing Raptor on a 32-inch monitor, full screen. I definitely do not see any other animations going. It's funny playing the old one now. The shots just sort of, you don't even see the movement because the frame rate's so low.
Yeah, it's always just kind of been the notion of bullets being there.
Look how choppy that is. Hey, an input can't go up. Who made this shoddy game?
I think it was someone called Scott.
Yeah. Well, this is perplexing. So there's some animation getting started. I know it's weird. You don't you have the memory of what Raptor is, and when you actually see the original one, it's not what I remember. I always wished it to be 60 frames a second.
So did we. So did we.
Suck Grab all, air, ground. Orange spark. I think it thinks it's hitting something. Oh, I want this stuff. I want this redoing this shit to be over and work on the fun stuff. I should try once just rewriting like the shots from scratch and see if that takes less time than going through and hacking all this shit in. I mean, who writes a function this long? I'm getting, this is getting called. I think. Oh. Another thing I noticed, the shots aren't evenly spaced. I mean, on the ones where they come out of the ship, one's closer to the center than the other. What is causing this? I'll put a break on every start anim. It's not that one. Aha. Oh, that's because it hit the ship. I gotta wait till there's no ships in the screen. I could still see it in there. All right, let's slow this down again. Hey Keegan, check this out.
Checking.
Go to, I got a go to in here.
Wrong with that.
It's shoddy programming, man. I'm at the point where I think I should just rewrite the shot thing. Oh, brother. Where the hell's the speed up? Max speed. Let's look for max speed. Max speed. Oh, it's right there. Alright, comment that shit out. Yeah, see the little animations in there? What the hell is that? Anim start, wasn't it? Or was it start anim? Well, it is the shots in the ship, but it shouldn't, for that, it shouldn't be like putting a, I think it's probably a bug that was always there. Maybe.
Oh no, you accidentally fixed a bug that was essential to the game's behavior.
Yeah. I'm thinking maybe it's like a thing, like, or some of them had like a flame on the, like, for the missiles or something. It just, it's weird. Somebody was telling me about a bug before, about it crashing all the time, and I'm like, up until I started working on this again, I didn't know there was so many damn bugs in this thing. It's a miracle it even ran. I had functions, I was like passing a bool to it, like a true or false, but it expected an enum. And why I didn't get a warning until now, I mean, that shouldn't even compile. I guess it did in Watcom C. So some features, I mean, it wouldn't even work.
Oh yeah, like implicit conversions and stuff. Those might have been like a non-standard extension at some point. I don't know. It's been a long time.
Yeah, when I started this, I'm compiling it. I'm like, what the? I'm look up the prototype of it was bool, but the actual function was an enum, and I'm like, how can this even work? I mean, it'd work for 2 cases, but not all 3 or 4. You know.
I mean, the calling syntax is probably forget. Okay, so in standard C, I can't remember what width. Well, okay, hold on. Bool was an extension, anyways. It's probably an int. An enum is an int.
I think there was a compiler option to make it a byte if it was less than, 256 items or something like that.
Oh, an enum? Like maybe, but
or maybe that was when saving it struct. I have no idea.
That would have been non-standard, right? Like, I guaranteed if you had it set to bool and it took an enum elsewhere, it was because when it resolved them, like the calling signature was the same.
All right.
Right, because bool again is like a define in C, right? It's not actually a type until C99.
It was the thing I made. I mean, I had to define my own true and false because that wasn't part of the anything then. Oh, this is not fun. Start anim. Where was it again? Hold on, let's run this one more time. It's not stopping on any of them. So where's that freaking coming from? Oh my god, I think I know what it is. So the animation is off. It's probably going to the next item in the in memory. When I change it to float, you know what I mean? So something's
Well, that would look funny.
Yeah, that's would explain why it's following the shots around too. So where do I do that? That's got to be it. Curve frame. Hey, what's up, Mike? I gotta do a. Where is it?
Who's Mike?
Mike making below the stone for Epigee?
Oh,
Is he in the YouTube chat or what?
Yeah. That's below the stone guy. Curve frame. All right. Curve frame. That's the problem. Where's translate speed of curve frame is greater or equal to num frames. I don't know. Here, I'm gonna turn off animation altogether. I bet that solves it. If it doesn't, then I didn't waste time going down the wrong path. Oops. It's not happening. So it is animation related. Here's one of my famous go-tos. Go-to shot done.
Yeah, okay, good.
If curve frame is greater or equal to num frames, the fuck is move flag? Move flag equals true. So it's calling this start frame equals 0, num frames equals 4. So somewhere it's spilling over, but where? Here are the if shut per frame is greater than 4.
I feel like I'm going to push this button and it's not actually going to download the file. Oh, that's why. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to take that red stapler.
Right.
What the hell was that? It sounded like an explosion outside.
Maybe it was an explosion.
Sure wasn't thunder. It's sunny out.
Hmm.
No, it's still doing it. It's not going above 4 frames. Oh god, I can't hear the song. What the hell is it? What the hell is that noise?
what nice.
Hold on a second. I'll be right back. I think they're just doing work on the building or something. It's weird. You got the headphones on and you hear this bass sound. And I'm like, what the? One time I'm watching TV. It was like 11 o'clock at night, and here, boom! Outside, this car crashed into one of the lights on the street, and he took off. Oh boy. Just double check that I didn't press the wrong button. Oh wait, no.
What did you do, Scott?
No, it should be greater or equal to 4. Nope. How is it possible? Let's verify that the part even be called. Yep. Oh boy.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Just real quickly.
Num frames equal 4. Curve frame is never going above 4. I mean, the compilers now don't do something like rounding up numbers, do they? I mean, if it's like 3.9999, it gets truncated to 3, right?
Sorry if you're
Casting a double to a int.
it
I'm
should
back.
it should truncate it, yeah, rather than rounding.
All right. Welcome back. Yeah, it's for some
Thank
reason
you.
it's going to the next, unless it's going below 0.
Yeah, it's C++ will always truncate it,
Okay.
even in modern C++. I was very certain, but I had to check.
Yeah, I'm like, I haven't looked that up or read about it since way back. I just assumed that that's what it was doing. Nope. All right, I'm gonna do another test. I'm gonna hard code each frame in and prove that the GLB file's not fucked up. Start with the highest one, 3. Well, my sound cut out again. That USB thing didn't fix it. Yeah, there's frame 3. Let's try frame 0.
download this file.
It's all working. Frame 1. Frame 2. Somebody dying out there?
Just
No,
me.
no.
All right, now I'm gonna go one above, +4. And I'll bet that's a fire something. Yep, it is. Ah. So somewhere it's not. That doesn't make any sense. Maybe because I'm not casting it?
SDU.
It looks like that fixed it. What in the hell?
Wait, sorry. What was the fix?
I was just, I go item, which is like the handle, so you could get like they call it the lump num or whatever,
Yep.
plus the current frame. But I wasn't casting it to an int,
What type was it?
a double. And lump num is, let's see, shots.
Wait, the current frame is a double?
Yeah, because I got to add a fractional amount to keep the same,
Oh.
yeah, frame rate. But I was checking if it was greater or equal to num frames. But
Yeah.
somewhere in there, not casting it, it was going over.
Yeah. I mean,
But I had an explicit
So-
check if it was greater or equal to 4.
yeah. It's you
Then what-
definitely if you've got doubles and you're adding them to integers, you you gotta cast it. It gets weird otherwise.
I wish. Can you? What have you, do you know in C-Line how you even turn on the check for that? Usually, I mean, by Visual Studio did it by default.
It's a warning. So it's a warning you can enable. Let's
Yeah,
see.
I must have 1,000 of those because it doesn't give any warnings. I'll bet $100. That's why I get the jitter every so often too.
Okay, you want probably want to be running with like warning level 3 at least.
Where do you even set that in C-Line? It's been so long since I even went to the
Yeah, I have no idea in C-Line. I don't think I have
I'll
it
find
installed
it.
on this machine.
settings. Build, execution, deployment. Oop, I spelled sea lion wrong. Oh yeah, everything's in that. CMake XX flags. What the fuck are they doing out there? Sounds like somebody would be coming through the wall any second.
And the part of the spec that even deals with this.
Oh, I think I'm gonna have to
I don't know
set
why
this.
you would need the explicit cast. Hmm.
Invalid argument W extra. I'm guessing this is for GCC or something.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of the assumption when you're using CLion is that you're using GCC because people don't use not Visual Studio to program C++ on Windows.
Alright. Oh, this really fucking sucks. I just load Visual Studio and see what's damn thing is.
Oh, yeah, I mean, if you want the MSVC flag, I can give it to you, but it'll be like... I'm sure it'll be a... At the very least, there'll be a box where you can pass flags to the compiler. It's in project settings or whatever.
Oh, project. God, it's been so long since I've been in Visual Studio. Here we go. C++ General. Warning level /W4.
Yeah. If you want to be a real programmer, you run with the flag that treats warnings as errors.
There we go. Holy shit. Holy God, I got a lot of work ahead of me.
Yeah, now you realize what you've done wrong.
Jeez. Hey, I'm getting warnings in
Yeah.
your vector shit.
Yeah, probably. Oh god, what do I do? I think I do some Do I do some non-standard extension shit? Yeah, probably. Oh, it's all of the structs, like the anonymous structs and unions in the types, right? Where you're aliasing elements as like XYZ and RGB, for instance, in vectors. That's not actually a language feature. That is an extension that everything just happens to support. GCC might not.
I haven't tried to compile it under GCC yet. I should go one day and go back to the Linux machine.
Yeah. I remember having to do something about it before, but there's like an annoying workaround for it.
Wonder what wording level 3 gives me. Warning level 3 seems to be forgiving for that, the vector stuff. Yeah, I'm just getting the conversion thing now.
Conversion errors, yeah. That's really what you want.
It's still like a couple hundred lines of code to fix.
Well, it's not saying that, like, those aren't necessarily places where you can't do that, or it's actually causing an issue. You know what the ranges of values are there, right? Like, you've done this for a reason. It's just, in order to satisfy that error, it wants you to have an explicit cast in there.
Oh, I know, I usually do. I don't know why. Because I wasn't getting warnings. I'm like, I'll fix that down the road. I didn't realize what a hole I dug for myself.
Yeah.
At least I'm getting the unreferenced local variable, too.
Yeah, that one's nice.
Oh, I hate that. Oh my god. What time is it? Oh, it's only 5 o'clock almost. Oh my lordy, lordy. This goes back to that theory that it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back to this whole project so far. Oh, this is painful. What's the GUI in?
Cat is so mean to me.
The cat?
All he does is yell.
It's their job.
Just wants my food. Not allowed to eat anything without giving him some.
Yeah, my cat used to, even if she wasn't hungry, the bowl had it. She didn't know the bowl was full. I think I asked you this before. I mean, nowadays, there's no performance difference from using floats to doubles, right?
I mean, no, probably not.
Oh, they'll just keep it all doubles then. Oh, I hate doing stuff like this. Before I go any further, I gotta Google it. Here's the best answer on Stack Overflows. The age-old advice that float is faster than double applied 100 years ago. Most CPUs didn't have a built-in FPU. So most floating point manipulation was done in software on these machines, which are powered by blah, 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 blah. So the only real benefit is it takes less space.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you have a 64-bit quantity to, like, it's not like you need to use 2 registers for it, right? You have 64-bit registers. That's the beauty of 64-bit CPUs.
Yeah, so if you
And they'll
compile this-
operate on floats in one instruction, right? No big deal. It's just they are twice as big. You know, they're 8 bytes instead of 4. So
Big deal. It says if you compile to 64-bit, double will be faster. This guy did a test. Right, I have no guilt of changing everything to doubles, no. Do I dare do a global search and replace? Maybe I
Might break things.
I know, I'm
mean-
not a big fan of those doing that.
I am always going to be of the belief that you don't use a double unless you need the precision for something. But
Well, I started using double
Maybe-
because I'm updating at a higher frame rate, and it was using very, very small numbers, so like 0.000, you know. I lost my train of thought. What am I doing? Oh, I wanted to commit. Did it do anything? Oh, it did it. All right, now it could be a little safer. Burp, excuse me. Thought I changed this. Ooh, I'm down to 3 warnings. Unreferenced local variable. That's it. It's good. Now, what the hell's label? Oh, font size. Okay. Well, got 1 file compiling with no warnings. 1 billion to go. What the fuck are they doing out there, man? It's shaking the whole place. I'm not going to sleep until I fix all these damn warnings. I don't want to worry about this again. Animals, fuck. Raw Q ad. No, 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 no.
For the UV's float is fine.
The what?
For the UV coordinates float is fine.
Yeah.
Because it's from 0 to
Well,
1.
that's what I'm passing to it. I don't even think you can pass a double to a shader, can you? All right, yeah, let's... I'm gonna cry. All right, where did I use double? I gotta come up with some... Actually, the next file I'm gonna work on is the engine.
I'm gonna do a good night.
Oh, you're going to sleep?
Yeah, so
What time is it by you?
it's 11 p.m. but I'm tired.
Okay.
Yeah. Good night, Scott.
Good night. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Probably, yeah. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Oh. Yeah, I got probably like 5 more hours of this.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank you. Oh. I don't know. At what point do I cut it off and stop using doubles? Maybe everything outside of the engine, I don't know, is in doubles, then I cast it at the last minute. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, that's basically the approach if you want to use doubles internally and then hand them off to BGFX.
So double. Oh wait, no. Search replace. Oh, good. The only thing I used double for was the camera position, but all the positions for everything else are doubles, so I gotta leave that. Oh shit, I haven't checked the chat in a while. Oh, nothing. Oh, I was probably just clear to put the F on that. Why doesn't it give you a count of how many warnings there were? So you know if you got it.
Sometimes the IDE will, but Sea Lion might just not.
What? The prototype is wrong? What the... I copied and pasted those. I guess I didn't. Like when you do something like this, you got to come up with like mind tricks of why this is fun. I was in a total habit of putting an F after constants. What is G time? Oh, yeah, that's a float getting sent to, right? Alrighty then. So then we do float. Yeah, when those warnings were off, basically, it turned me into a lazy ass motherfucker.
Yeah. So technically speaking, if you assign a literal to a float, so you go float f equals 2.0, what you're doing is assigning a double, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I was totally in the habit of using the 0.0f or whatever, you know, or 2.0f or whatever. Then when I stopped getting warnings, I just stopped caring. You know, my heart wasn't in it anymore. Well, that extra typing. Your lack of vision will be on your doing. Thanks, man. 456. Oops. It's a double. There is no float there.
Oh boy, okay. I'm back, baby.
He's back. Tier 3 double. It's defined
The
right.
fuck is Eric? What's it code 64?
Warning, argument conversion from T to float. Possible loss of data. But I'm not using a float anywhere in that line.
Scroll all the way down.
Scroll down where?
You're using a templated class, which means the error is not at the top of that stack.
Well, here's that vector class, and that's what I'm using. Vector
Yeah, well,
3.
no, I mean, yeah, so, not impossible that I have cast something or not cast something incorrectly here. So in that error, like in the error output, right, like the actual source, the line where you invoked the template that had the error in it is usually somewhere near the bottom. They're not superhuman readable.
I'm not sure what you're saying.
Right, so in the output window, the build window down at the bottom where all those errors are.
Yep.
Go back to.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Scroll down. Yeah,
that's it.
In there.
That
Right.
with
Okay, so. Yeah, okay, these aren't bad. Maybe it handles this a little better. If you select one of those errors, click like the link to the I'm most interested, I think, in
yeah, it's
okay,
it's everything every time I use one of the vectors 4s.
Okay, so can you hover over V color, for instance?
Oh, it's a float? What? Oh yeah, that's got to be a
Yeah.
float. Okay, so I could fix those by just.
Well, I mean, you can fix those by just adding the F to the you got it right.
I'm gonna fix everything else but those other ones first.
Yes, this fell. This is timed out. That is not my fault. I don't care.
What was that?
Sorry?
I heard a sound effect.
That fails, but I also don't care. It's not failing because it's crashing in graphics code, which is the part that I care about.
X2, unreferenced. This word, I just saw it was used. Okay, I guess they're not either one of them used. Oh, I just noticed that when a variable's not used, it's grayed out in BGF or C Lion.
That's nice.
I never knew what that meant. Now I do.
Welcome.
Hello.
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 Hey, what's up?
Not much. I'm planning a big refactor of my code base, which is always fun.
Or what? I couldn't hear you.
Oh, I said I'm planning a big refactor of one of my code bases.
Oh,
It's, like,
okay.
old and like the requirements have changed.
That sounds like
Quite
Raptor.
It's gonna be interesting.
Zero point zero, 0.0. Man, I haven't had this much fun since my TV broke. That problem with the sound coming out is getting worse.
Does the game have a sound cutout problem? Or is it
No, it's something with the sound on my microphone.
Oh.
Is that the real Apogee software?
We only believe in fake Apogee software here.
No, they're in the chat, the YouTube chat.
It's impossible to say.
Devin?
Oh no. I feel like I'm interrupting something here.
Country roads take me home. I'm just looking at that T thing. Conversion from int to float. It's got to be Terry then.
Al Terry.
Terry, I'm in don't even know how to explain what I'm doing right now. I was working on
I feel
let me finish I was working on converting everything to from view coordinates to world coordinates, because like the way the game was, everything was just being displayed in front of the camera instead of the camera moving over the world. Anyways, just like everything else so far, it's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Now I gotta fix all these conversion things.
2 steps forward, 1 step back.
And
But
1.9 steps back.
Raptor.
Like, what's it called? What's that ship called? That like the thing where like, is it still the same thing it was after all the pieces are replaced?
the ship of Theseus.
Theseus, yeah.
I think I've literally used that to describe this project.
I thought of it too, and then a bunch of other people said the same thing. I get that link to that Wikipedia page all the time. What the hell's wrong with this? Conversion from int to float. What's shader data? Oh, cool. Yeah, I've been trying to do this like every day now. For one, it keeps you on track because you can't get sidetracked when people are watching. Yeah, pretty soon there ain't going to be none of the original Raptor left. What am I on? RGFX. What was that thing called? Shader data. It's got to be a float. Oh, I know. The pitch is probably an int, because the pitch can't be float. I don't know if you're still there, Terry, but when you said the country roads thing, I was thinking, my dad liked that song, but I could have made a joke or a reference to it at anybody at PAX. Like, not about my dad, but about the song. Oh, I love getting rid of unused variables. 5:30. This is going to take all night. Yeah. I mean, it's why I said it was you, Scott, or Devin. Yeah, that song more than any other reminds me of my dad. He used to... I'd come down from work on my Commodore 64, and he'd be sitting in his lazy boy chair, listening to that song, John Denver, on his stereo, just relaxing in his lazy boy chair. I was looking way too in that, because it wasn't Country Roads. They also had it in there was some movie. Wasn't it like a Final Destination or one of those horror movies? Where that song actually was like something bad. That's...
I don't know.
Well,
it sounds plausible.
See, my brain, first I go to movie quotes. And that was my first instinct, to go to something from a movie. I'll look it up later. Gone. Gone. Oh, I love deleting stuff out of Raptor. Just
I'm
think,
not picky. I'll delete stuff from wherever.
I just got all these source files and an equal amount of header files to go through and do this now. Oh my god. The first time I did the double thing, I should have realized that I wasn't getting warnings anymore.
I feel very bad for inflicting template warnings on you on top of that.
Oh, this guy here, Keegan, he works at Relic. He's got it worked on of Age of Empires coder. And then Dragon, here's a mod on my Discord. And a programmer too. And helped me fix a bug the other day.
Using Game Maker.
Yeah. I wish that just to make something that fast, man. It just makes me want to put time into learning that now. The other day when you helped fix that bug, the Z coordinate thing.
I don't think that was me.
Oh, Dragon! No, this Shelly. I forgot. She left and you came in. So, well, Shelly's a coder too, and a Demon Star and Raptor fan. Sorry about that.
Yeah. I was like, who?
When there's more than one person talking, it's like, I mean, after a while, everybody starts sounding the same to me. So I always ask, who is this? When somebody new joins. Yeah, right. Yeah, I talk shit about you guys to Terry all the time.
Oh no.
I don't really. He's just goofing. Uh-oh. Now I deleted something. That's what I get when I'm...
Time to start drafting my Twitter post because you're getting canceled.
Yeah. I made a mistake of making a new Twitter account. I hate Twitter.
What are we canceling Scott for?
Oh, Terry cracked a joke that, oh yeah, what did he say? He goes, oh, you mentioned them both before to me, of course, using more colorful words.
Ah.
It's funny you stopped by here. I stopped in that, what's that guy's name? I can't pronounce it. DOS Gamer RT.
It's probably DOS Gamer T, but
Well, I don't pronounce words right to begin with, so I stopped
no,
trying years ago.
I will never not pronounce that DOS-gamert or DOS-gamert.
That's how I say it in my head. DOS Gamer.
That's my garbage brain will always see that and think.
Yeah, he shouted out for Raptor and stuff. A couple people in the chat were like, "Oh, hey, are you gonna make a new Raptor? Like, check out my profile."
Weird. Funny you should mention.
Yeah, funny you should bring it up, but I've been working on it for a year now. I think all the crazy shit that happened since I started as pandemics, looking for the old Raptor shit took like 2 or 3 months. Going through like 1,000 CDs and DVDs. Making that video.
Put a found footage documentary together of you searching for things.
I should have filmed some of it. I don't want to even be reminded of that. That was... No, because that's when I realized I lost my DOS games collection. I don't know, I still don't know where they are. And I lost those 2 Gravis ultrasound cards. I can't find that. But I had a box of, like, some games unopened from DOS days. It's all gone. I mean, hundreds of games. Unless I misplaced a crate at my mom's house. But the scary thing is my mom has a habit of throwing shit out. I don't know what this is. It goes in the garbage. Yeah, I added them to the beta test thing in the Raptor Patreon. Let's look at that T thing. IMDb, unreferenced local variable. Here we go. Why is it saying... I don't know if that grayed out thing means anything. Now it's saying if I remove view, it's still grayed out. Drawn lights, unreferenced variable. Index pause. Index router count. I'm just going to do a few at a time. I don't want to fuck this up. I have this running joke that it's got to come out in, well, it's set in 2029, so it's got to come out in 2030 for it to be retro.
Is it set in 2029?
Yeah, Mercenary 2029. Remember when it was before it was called Raptor?
Oh, right.
Then the next Raptor would be 2049 because it goes by Blade Runner years. Because my first game, Galactics, was set in 2019. Like we'd have spaceships like that then. That's the only reason I picked that year, though. Batch unused. All right, that grayed out thing doesn't mean nothing. This is so boring doing this. It's like you got to really like force yourself to concentrate so you don't delete something or fuck up something, you know. But I've been meaning to go through and get this shit fixed. Best to do it now.
Yes.
Yeah, 10 years to be right on spot. It's 2021. Late 2030, early 2031. Watch the videos, you'll see why it's taking so long. Oh my god. I think I could have spent this time making a time machine, go back and tell myself how to code a game. Right. Like that loop stuff, having different game loops for everything. I mean, everything. If a window popped up, that would go into a separate game loop. And a lot of them ran at different frame rates. My God. And it's funny because at my previous job, we had we did things with game states and stuff. It's like, why did I choose to go that route? I don't remember consciously even thinking about it.
When I upload the video of Demon Star just running at like 1 billion FPS, one thing I found while playing around with Demon Star is that there's like at least 3 different frame timings. Like there's one for when the game is tabbed out, there's one when the game's paused, and there's one when the game's running.
So that thinking went back to Demon Star a little bit too, yeah.
I definitely tripped up over it while I was just playing around with it.
Yeah, I didn't know any better. I mean, it's like I never, you know, I just at that time that's all I knew.
It happens. Man, like the thing with like software development is you like learn so much. Like even years down the line, you just still keep learning.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh yeah, I think that's why I like it because it never gets redundant.
Yeah, it's like every year you can look back at something you did like the previous year and you think like, wow, that was stupid, or like I could do this like so much simpler now. It's just I feel like this is never going to end.
I remember when I first started on shaders, my friend, his name on Unity forums is Hippo Coder. I don't know if anybody knows him. He's like the mod there, and he's a Raptor fan. He's a Raptor fan too. And I forgot where I'm going with this. What were we talking about? I had a point to this. I'm thinking about coding. I'm listening to people talk. I'm looking at the YouTube chat. Remind me what we're talking about.
game loops and continuously learning new
Oh,
stuff.
he kept. Oh yeah, my whole thing was I was just gonna say he kept bugging me. He goes, "You got to try shaders. You got to try shaders. You'll love it." And I'm like, "No, no." I was like, I don't want to try it yet." Then I made this iPhone app, and it was running on an Android like 5 frames a second. I'm like, I'm gonna try a shader. And I made my first shader, and boom, it ran 60 frames a second. And I was like, I love shaders. And that was like what now, 11 years ago. And I literally spent a decade only doing shaders.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, Terry, if you're still there, come in the Raptor Discord, and we got a voice channel going. I can add you to that. Okay, so all I'm left with is that conversion from T to float.
Okay, sorry. Just give me 1 sec.
No hurry. I could barely even see the second monitor. I want to get LASIX, man.
Version for T to float.
Okay, I'm just saying for the
Yeah,
future. Almost every time I stream, I got a voice channel open, but you got to have access to it, and people just pop in. Like Mike below the stone. Mike jumps in. Sam jumps in sometimes. Paul jumps in sometimes. Oh, real quick, check this out. When they pop in, I got a thing like that. Little advertising.
Just have it automatically play fart sounds.
Yeah. I got some sound effects set up.
Fuck you.
I don't know if you're listening to the stream.
I'm not.
Yeah. Stop it!
I had more, but I'm running out of. When I bought the damn Stream Deck, I'm like, I'm never gonna need more than, what is it, 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buttons. Now I'm like, I wish I bought the bigger one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many pages? 780 pages. Jesus Christ.
I wonder if you can just set up like 2 buttons to cycle through different pages of Steam Deck commands.
Yeah, you could layer things. You could also set up folders so you can have like, yeah, that's what I should do. I should make one page of like all the stuff I use while live, and then other stuff for like, jokes and stuff. And then I got one like that turns my mic and my camera off in case I gotta like sneeze or something. All right, dude. Talk to you later, man.
Later.
Hello, Terry.
At first I thought that was just somebody. I thought it was like Rambozo playing a joke or something.
Rambozo figuring out how to change his display name and icon, I think, would be the joke.
I can't focus on that screen. That's the problem. Like, does that really say Apogee?
Surprised, it looks like the old A. It's not the angular one.
No, that's definitely the new. Hold on. Yeah, it's definitely the new one. Oh boy. 2 files down. Like 30 to go. You know what's funny? I already deleted like 3 systems from Raptor. And it's still, you'd never believe a little game like that is such a big project. But when I'm done, at least 10 more of these files will be gone. I just don't want to delete anything yet. Well, I'm gonna Google this myself.
I am.
Conversion from int to float. No, that's not what I want. Oh, somebody asked that.
This is going to be usage, I suspect.
Where are we, what's the thing?
I'm using this vector class, and there's something wrong with it. And I'm getting these weird conversion errors.
Ah,
Because it's like a generic type.
I see,
alright,
that makes
full,
sense.
full screening here.
I'm going to bring up the error.
Yeah, you probably want to, just as a general rule when doing C++, if you want to do a typecast like from like int to float or whatever, you usually want to do a static cast. It's kind of best to use the explicit cast like static cast or like, God forbid, reinterpret cast, so that that makes your intent more clear to the compiler, and it also makes it so it can't do something incorrectly.
Yeah, it makes your warning messages a hell of a lot easier to parse when you get unexpected results too. They're like the C++ style casts rather than just the
Why is he even bringing up float when that's not a float to begin
parentheses
with?
with the type in it.
Oh, this one I could fix.
Well, okay.
I know
So
this.
CPOS 0. What is CPOS 0?
Hold on. This one's easy.
Those
I
are
think.
floats.
I thought I changed that already. It's weird.
Yeah, right. Like you just need to forcibly cast.
All right. Yeah, this is the one.
Those vector elements. Yeah.
Yeah, fix that. But this one is.
They're all those ones are the same, right?
It's
all of those G main camera dot position or whatever, right? You've just declared.
Oh! I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. Yeah, this is simple. Oh my god. I just assumed it was an error in the. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, the input to the matrix thing is a float, not a.
Yeah.
Double. Duh. Stupid. No good.
Well,
good for nothing. You forgot.
We'll get him doing C++
disrespectful
casts eventually.
I don't know why I stopped doing this a couple months ago, and I just stopped casting things because it wasn't showing up as a warning anymore. Oh my god. I'm usually a stickler about warnings, but it's like, well, in the last 20 years with Raptor, when I first made the first compile, I had this working with SDL2. The old Raptor had a million warnings. Oh, I don't think Watcom C back then gave as many warnings. So
no, it also wished you harm.
There, no errors. One more file done. That should fix. Oh my god, 5 hit. Okay. I'm not. Stop. Oh my god, look at all these errors, warnings. I think I'm gonna do the GUI next. That should be all floats.
Sounds sticky.
Oh, this is easy. F. 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 I always thought it should be the other way around, like that by default the number should be float. And you have to put like a D or something for double. Rep GUI. Recompile wrap GUI. Hold on, be right back. I just gotta stretch for a second. These are numb.
Okay.
Doing right. Good lord. Geometry shaders.
I only really have experience with screen space shaders. I know the theoretics of a lot of the geometry shaders, but I have to actually like put in that time so I don't
All right.
judge them.
Yikes. Oh, at least most of these are just the F. 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 I think I told you guys about this before. There was a running joke with Epigee back in the, when making Raptor. They'd ask how long it's going to take to get done, and I would just say 2 weeks.
Good.
I don't even know how you could even get. I mean, I've been wrong at guessing every timetable with this so far. I mean, it's such a different project than normal. I mean, because you don't know, you know, you're working on old code. You don't know what problems you're going to run in, and how do you, even guess at that?
It's exceptionally funny to me because it always seems like if you're like an individual developer, you're like, oh, well, I mean, I think it's going to take this long, and then you hit something that takes longer than that, and you're the only one working, so it just takes that much longer, right? Like you're always going to be off because as soon as anything is not exactly what you thought it was going to be, shit's out the window.
I keep hitting
but then
like
on the other
walls
hand,
where I have to go, I hit I'm trying to do something and then I hit a wall where I got to rewrite a whole part of Raptor or something, or like this coordinate thing,
And then on larger teams, right, you're always like, well, I mean, I think it's going to take this long, and then you realize you're waiting for other people to finish things, and like you have to talk to like 15 different people to get an answer on something. And it's like, well, I thought it was going to take this long, but it took 3 times as long because I had to. I can't account for other people and what they're doing. And I wonder if there's like a middle ground somewhere where it's like a team of a specific size.
Well, that's how we were at PopCap. There was 3 of us at PopCap, Chicago, whatever.
Yeah. Right. Where it's like you can help each other out and you can kind of get past those blocks faster, but also not get hung up in trying to figure out who's responsible for what. And...
Yeah, the problem at PopCap, I felt like we start on a new thing and it'd be like, how long will that take? I say 2 weeks. Then a week later, they're like, well, just wrap that up and go to the next thing. And I'm like, after 3 years, I mean, the code just felt messy to me. It was so hard,
Yeah.
The game, I mean, that's what sucks. Then you work 3.5 years on Banana Bugs. You could look it up on YouTube. It's a pretty good game, and they never.
Freaking Banana Bugs.
They never did anything.
Banana Bugs never really clicked with me, but like Cosmic Bugs, I remember liking a lot.
Yeah, it was like the third in a trilogy. It wasn't my game.
A trilogy.
SpongeBobish. Yeah, my friend Mike. I mean, I don't know if he wants me to say his last name, but he was my boss at PopCap. But he made those games, those other ones. Then he got bought out by PopCap, and that's why I was making the third Bugs game. Then we did something mystery, some Facebook game. I forget the hell the name of it was. Then we did something with the iPhone. I remember compiling to the iPhone from Xcode. Ugh. There was this, I remember this contest, like an inter-company contest. It was like maybe 5 different teams making a game. And we didn't sleep for like a week And I remember I gave my boss whatever code I was working on. I don't remember what it was. He's like, "What the hell is this?" I go, "You can't use this." And he's like, "Just go home and get some sleep." I'm like, he goes, "What is this?" I go, "I can't use this." I'm like, "I don't know." I go, I'm gone. I haven't slept in 3 days. We're sleeping on the floor like every couple hours, like, or every so often take an hour nap or something. But after a week, that gets to you. We had all the PopCap toys, like the little, what was it, Chuzzle? It's like little colorful, like fuzzy guy. We used to use them as like a basketball. We call it Chuzzle game or something. We had these red garbage cans, and we always just kept one clean. And we play a game like take turns, who can get the most into the garbage can from across the office.
That's wonderful.
It was fun. Oh. And my light headphones broke. I gotta wear these heavy ass ones now.
You fool.
Well, never buy $5 headphones.
No.
Currently sitting with like $100 ones on.
These I got on now are like 300, but they're heavy, and it's like after a while your ears start sweating. Although it's good today because it's cold out, but
Yeah, mine don't really have that problem. Like, I got mine first and foremost for like not hurting my ears, and so I could like edit sound. And then I never really edited much sound.
that's why I got these. I mean, I do a lot of audio stuff, and what's weird is it never bothers me when I'm playing Overwatch. It's when I'm trying to code, like every little distraction gets to me. Like, oh, this headphone ain't on right,
Sounds a little ADD-ish.
Yeah, that's me.
I live with that shit, so I understand.
The doctor gave me medicine one time, but I thought it made me feel dumber.
Like kind of like a brain fog type.
Yeah, like not as clear thinking. I mean, I could remember figuring out certain things that I just seem to have more trouble with.
Yeah, it's always a trade-off. I'm not on any medication for it.
Double the
Just
foot
kind of
window.
suffer through it sometimes, but other times
It's just mind tricks. You gotta play like this. This is boring as shit, and I keep thinking about how good I'll feel once I get all this shit fixed.
If it helps, I can insult you every time you hit compile and there's warnings.
Yeah, there you go. Asshole.
Yeah. Now, I am definitely medicated because I was going to lose my job if I didn't figure something out.
I think that's why people that have like focusing problems gravitate to coding. It's structured and you're always learning, so it's every day's something new.
It's
Once
very
they-
tempting to think that way about it, but I think it's easy to forget or willfully ignore all of the tedious little things, right? Like going through 500 files and fixing an error or a warning in every one of them that goes bad for me.
Well, that's why I got to get it done today. If this spills over into another day, I'll start daydreaming. It hasn't hit the point where I'm totally bored of it yet. It's like
Gotta go fast.
Yeah. I just wish I had an IDE with an editor that I liked, so I don't have to be switching back and forth. I fixed that one. Wait, let's compile this thing again. Whoa, hello. There we go. Oh, I compiled the wrong program. Source file. Okay, I fixed those. I'm going through warnings. What the hell's wrong? Version from double to float. I thought I changed that. When is what? Widget. The widget is wonky. And I really wanted to come up with a better name for the engine instead of, because, you know, I'm using BGFX, I just called it RGFX. I didn't want to spend too much time thinking about it. Okay, something's wonky here. Win X1. Win, where's win? Window. repgui.h. repgui.h, I say. I thought I have a vivid memory of changing these all to floats in this file. Yeah, let's make everything floats in the GUI. Oh, I hate this shit. There. Or maybe I did it backwards, I don't know. Recompile. Widget's color. Widget.
I'm getting excited. I'm like fixing 2-year-old tech debt I've just been looking at. Wait, 3 already? Better to not think about it.
Hey, I'm working on 27-year-old code here.
Next thing I know, I'll be working on a Raptor remaster type project.
Yeah. No, people
I have bad news for you.
Yeah, this is fun
Feel
right
like
now, but people are like, dude, you got to do this.
Someone's already doing that.
I just mean something like that.
Yeah. I want to make a game.
Oh, I was gonna say, people are saying you should do this for Demon Star, and I'm like, there's no way. I want to after this. I mean, I want to work on a new game. I mean, this is fun, but my God, Demon Star's a bigger game. It would take too much of my time.
Okay. You please everybody. You make a new game set in the same universe. That's the game that you want to make. And in the hangar, there's an arcade machine on which you can play the original game.
Yeah.
I still am very interested in just doing something to Demon Star.
Well, when the time comes, I'll ask you. I just don't want to spend time looking up that. It's a rabbit hole.
Yeah, it's fine. I am probably going to like set up like a little thing to read the sprites because I have been doing like a little bit of work in that. But yeah, other than that, I have my own stuff to do.
Q triangle. Double to int. Oh my God.
It is funny though when you look at Demon Star in like a decompiler, it looks so much smaller than what I'm used to working with.
What do you mean? How big the code is, or?
Yeah, just how big the code is, because there's like, yeah, I'm used to working. I'm used to reverse engineering like this 3D game engine with like fully like in-house physics and all that stuff. And,
oh
like,
God.
AI, and then like I get to Demon Star, it's like, that's like 20 functions at least.
There was like 80,000 lines of code in Demon Slayer. It was like double the amount of code that Raptor had. Well, Rap GUI's compiling now.
Huh. That spider's still sitting there. Cool.
Sometimes I get the feeling like all the songs aren't playing. I feel like I'm hearing the same 5 songs over and over. I got 17 hours of music, and there's every time I stream, it's the same damn songs playing.
It's all a conspiracy to make you go crazy.
It probably is. Oh, this is the shit I hate. Warning, sprintf function variable may be unsafe. Consider using sprintf_s instead. That doesn't that if you do
so
oh, go ahead.
yeah, don't even worry about that. You can pass a flag to the compiler that says just suppress that warning, right? Like if you know,
Because on
you're not
GCC
gonna
that
go
don't
through
happen,
and-
right?
I feel like it has a similar warning, but I don't think it's. But it's the same idea, right? You can suppress it if it's not a warning that you're worried
Yeah.
about, right? Like that's all stuff that doesn't need to change. It's the way it worked before. You know it works.
Yeah.
And changing that would be a huge pain.
Yeah, I started to, but if I remember right, when I went to work on Linux, I wound up changing it back because I got more warnings for having it the Windows way.
Yeah. Different compilers handle, or rather, I guess different platforms handle safety of system functions like that, string functions in particular, differently. So I wouldn't worry about that one. Let's see, what's the MSVC suppress warning?
Part of me is just sitting here like, just throw an
Yeah.
STB, SPNF, maybe that one's just safe. And it turns out it's the most unsafe thing possible. More
What I don't get if it's
more
unsafe,
dependencies.
why don't they just change the sprintf function instead of creating this layer of confusion?
Backwards compatibility.
I mean, it could make it work
can't-
the
you-
same way.
You can't change the behavior of old programs, right?
Ugh. It seems like a half-assed thing. I don't know.
It's the quintessential problem with making C++ not terrible, right? It's nobody wants to let you break what's already there, and you end up having to just graft so much crap onto it that it's just not great.
I remember working on a C++ project with like a bunch of people who are like more used to working with like interpreted languages or like languages in VMs, and then like they come to C++.
Well, there goes my sound again.
And it's like, wow, this is terrible.
Okay, so I'm on tile.cpp now. Ugh.
Yeah, so the compiler flag to disable a specific warning is /WD and then the warning number, right? Like the
Yeah, I've done that before.
warning number that it spits out there. Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay, yeah. Just I'd toss that in for that one. But I just figured I'd save you looking it up.
I'm just gonna ignore those for now.
Yeah.
Oh, I start anims. See, like all these aren't specifically just a matter of changing one line, and now I got to go back and probably change the anims thing to pass in a double. Oh, here's another stupid thing I did. Could we use this header file like where I worked last? I got things like this, like uint in caps, then int in caps.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
those.
I mean, like we were like required to use it at the job previous to whatever, and I got used to using it, so I used it on Raptor. And I hate it now. And I've been putting off like going through and fixing it. I'm just getting rid of the types.h it's called. Because like, remember we were just talking about that, the bools and stuff, there was no such thing, so that was all in that file. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's every time I go to do anything on like not a modern compiler, I'm always like, oh yeah, uint32t. Nope. That doesn't exist. Right.
Yeah,
It was back when we just assumed that, you know, an int was, well, in certain eras we assumed an int was 32 and a double was 64.
or a long.
Oh, right, yeah. Or a long if you were back in the 16-bit era.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, it's whatever, man. We don't have to deal with near and far pointers. I'm fine.
Yeah, I think my first computer, I don't,
Oh my god.
was a 286, and that was 16-bit, right? My first computer at work.
I hate that while I've never worked with like near and far pointers, I probably exactly know what's going on there, and like that pains me a bit.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that.
Oh man, when there was like this proper distinction within this between a stack and a heap. Still is, but not quite that same way these days.
I remember when I was first learning C, and I found out about pointers, and I had this thing I did with it, drew this like thing bouncing around in the screen in text mode, and I switched it to pointers, and it was like so fast you couldn't even see it. I was like, wow, this is so cool.
Yeah. I've done the earlier parts of a computer science degree enough times that by the last time you get to the point where they're trying to explain pointers to the rest of the class, and you just sit there and sigh very heavily. Go, okay, the next 2 weeks of my life are going to be the instructor standing up there explaining this over and over again while people don't get it. Just like,
yeah,
okay.
Can I go home? I've worked with assembly before.
Yeah, I
ended up writing course materials for that class during that time.
I don't remember. I mean, it might be for a couple days, but I don't remember pointers being all that complicated. I mean, like,
No.
I think the most complicated thing about pointers is the syntax, but once you get that, it's just fine. There's a few things you can like get hung up on there.
The singular exception being C function pointers, which get me every time.
You always got to look that up.
Yeah. Okay, good. It's not just me.
Function pointers get really fun when you're working with different what were they called? Like the different like types of calls, like CDEC
calling
and
conventions,
like STD
yeah.
call and like calling conventions.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, I remember having this.
Yesterday, I spent 3 hours trying to figure out something that like I had so much trouble with this thing, and like I just ended up like completely reevaluating my thing, and eventually like turning back to the same thing. And you know what the problem was?
What?
I had
Wrong calling convention.
I was calling I had to do a little assembly patch. I was calling an STD call function and then trying to clean up the stack afterwards. God fucking damn it!
Yep. Well, that memory is not right anymore.
Like, fuck. I hate the Windows API. Why do you do this to me?
It's funny. I remember having to deal with the calling convention thing at my like first and second jobs. I don't remember ever dealing with that again.
It's outside of some very specific applications. You'll probably never really need to know it. Like you need to know it if you're writing assembly that interacts with.
Maybe that was it back in the day when I was
C
doing
code, right?
assembly.
Yeah.
Which I don't do anymore.
Otherwise, like if you're writing C code with no inline assembly anywhere,
that
or
was
anything,
that was it. Assembly.
Yeah.
And then somewhere in
you're
there,
always going to be using the same one.
Yeah. Then they started having inline assembly and Watcom, and then you have to write outside assembly anymore. So
Yeah.
That was like a present, a Christmas present. I can write
Yeah.
assembly in my C code.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel like assembly instead of C code is really only properly supported by the Visual Studio compiler, like from my experience, because like in GCC, it's just GCC. I started doing some inline, and then like I started moving it out into separate files because there's just so the compiler isn't made for it. So like you'll just start getting like there's a lot of like value clobbering that starts happening that just makes your program crash and die. So rather write it in a separate file these days.
I can't really even use assembly. I'd have to write for every platform then.
Yeah, it's not really practical these days unless you've got a very, very narrow platform target. And it's barely necessary anymore, right?
Yeah, it's not
There's hardly
necessary.
anything that you would need to hand optimize to that level.
Oh, I'm only working with assembly because I'm working with a binary I don't have the source code for.
Yeah, that's different.
From double to int.
So I just sort of wrap it and then like try to like I make it cleanly go into C++ code, and it's just so like the assembly is mostly just like wrapping calls that were like optimized into calling conventions that don't exist, or like other shit.
What? Translate random position. Oh.
It gives you a good appreciation for the data types, though. Having worked with assembly.
Yes.
I never formally studied all the data structures. I only like did it later, so like just in case the interview questions would come up, and like most of it I just knew already.
You know what? I'm gonna make a new function.
How dare you?
I'll make one an overloaded one.
A new function in this economy?
Oh man, can't make a new function. They'll use too many lines. Just thinking of like the one time that I heard there's like apparently some places where you just get like paid like per lines of code, which is just the most nonsensical metric ever.
That doesn't make sense because
The first thing
Oh,
the first thing I said in response to that is I just start like using strcat for it to like build an entire sentence.
Yeah.
And no.
I'm
That's
gonna pay you
fucking
more to make it
stupid.
slower. You can't overload a return type?
You
you
can't
can't.
overload on return type alone. Right? It has to have different argument types.
Alright,
as
well that sucks. Alright, so much for that idea. I just have to cast
What
it
are
all.
You just use a different name.
What are you trying to do specifically?
Or you template it.
No. It's only used in like one spot. I'm just gonna cast it all.
Yeah, the simpler solution, the better solution. Let's go.
What are the two types?
Int and double.
Yeah. That's fine.
I'm just gonna cast it. I just thought recompile. From double to float. Draw queue add. Oh yeah, I said I'm gonna make everything in the engine floats. Okay, so that's a valid cast. One more file done. Whee! Oh my god, look at Well, don't look as bad when I oh yeah, it's bad. Wonder what warning level 2 does.
It's GS.
Yeah, it seems to skip those sprintdef underscore s things, but it gives you all the conversion error warnings. I'm thinking I'm more of a warning level 2 person. Oh. Shit, I'm gonna have to make dinner. I'm getting a warning in Vorbis True Type Assembler.
Oh,
That's not even my. Well, there's nothing I can do about that.
that sounds like the STB stuff in probably in BGFX.
Oh, it's that whatever I'm using. There's 2 files. Wait a second. Let me see what file that is.
STB Vorbis.
It's KC True Type something or whatever. It's like it's a
It's that font one.
yeah. I could fix that actually. I already added some stuff to it, so
Yeah, might as well keep fixing that code.
yeah. You know, I could probably rewrite that. I didn't understand it at first, but it's not that hard.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way that libraries go, right? Is you pull one because you don't want to write something to do it, and then you spend so long getting it to work that you're like, oh man, I should have just written this myself.
Yep.
And then you use it because it works. You sit on it for a while and you start thinking, I should have just written this myself.
Well, how else are you gonna learn though? I mean,
Yeah.
so I mean, there's like
Yeah,
9 out of 10 articles on the internet. I mean, you can't learn from them. I mean, you know, when they explain things, or people just do things a totally wrong way or a way that doesn't quite work in games.
Or they only make YouTube videos.
Yeah, I hate that. I just show me the goddamn code. I don't want a how-to. I don't want 10 paragraphs to read, when you could show me one line of code that answers the question. I could finish this today. There's an end in sight now. Shit, I drank 4 cups of coffee. I don't think I should drink anymore.
Yeah, probably not.
Right at the point where I'm starving. Maybe I'll go make food. I'll put a little sign on the screen that says, making dinner, be back. Oops. I'll leave that on. I'm going to start something cooking. I'll be back.
Do it. I sense a mechanical keyboard.
It is a. Let me pull up the second one I have to read. It is a Cherry G84 4100. It is a low profile keyboard with Cherry ML switches.
Nice.
It helps with space and it feels nice. I have multiple of these because I really do like them. My favorite thing is that the tilde is next to the space bar.
Oh, yeah.
Which, it makes sense for what I do.
Yeah. No, that. Hey, whatever works. Keyword layouts are nice because you can customize them. It's 2021. You can just put keys where you want.
Oh, these, I think the oldest one I have of these is like from the 90s. Has a really nice plastic and print. Yeah, same deal with the tilde. Yeah, it's like they went through a few different. I probably went through a few different materials because like the new ones, like the keys are really hard to press, so you need to like. You essentially need to wear them out a little bit, and then like there's an in-between phase where like the plastic is like really scrapey. And, like the old one, the really old ones, are the really nice ones.
Wear that spring down just right.
All right, the initial food is cooking. Stage 1, I call it. truncation from double to float. Well, this looks like pretty easy stuff. Wait, from... Oh, I see, yeah. Well, yeah, the GUI's always going to be floats, okay. It's a weird thing. When I'm streaming, I drink a lot more coffee.
Sounds like me when I'm in the office, except with tea.
I used to be into the tea thing, and then one time, me and my son we tried some new tea. I forgot what the hell it was called. It was so bad, it turned me off. I haven't really drank tea since. I can't remember what the name of it was. Or Lady Grey, maybe? Because I like Earl Grey, and I thought, oh, it's Lady Grey. I'll try that. Maybe it's just a little bit different, but maybe there was something wrong with it. I don't know, but we both felt like it was so bad. We were like, ugh. How am I getting warnings in main loop again? I fixed this shit. Oh, I know. I changed that one header file. My main reason why I hate using two different things like floats and then doubles is, I mean, I don't know what the overhead for casting is, but I hate casting stuff.
Honestly, what I would suggest is potentially just type def just like type defing like per usage, so that like all the usages have a particular one, and then you can switch them out easily. It's kind of where I'm headed with a lot of things I do.
Yeah, what is like the overhead for a cast? For converting like a...
I actually think
there isn't one.
There isn't one? So it's a non-issue, right?
Yeah.
There shouldn't really be an overhead, especially for floats, because I think usually they already get calculated at higher precision anyway. So they need to be cast like either way.
Alright, I read something among that. I didn't finish the whole article, but just when I was Googling it before, I read something like that.
I mean, keep in mind, right, the compilers, you've told the compiler what you're doing with it, right? So it's going to do the right thing there to make sure that you get what you want out of it. There's no...
Yeah, I didn't know if there's like a couple added assembly instructions. I don't know what goes on under the hood. Okay.
No, it's all compile time. You're good.
It's been
the only... Yeah, the only thing that carries an overhead in C-style casts is the dynamic cast, or the checked cast, but that's... Don't worry about that. Dynamic casts, of course, because you're checking to see if an object is of a parent type, or shares an interface, or whatever.
Yo, bro, I heard you like the Cherry G84 4100. Check the text channel here.
Was that monitor?
No, you'll see what it is if you check text channel.
Yeah, okay, you certainly have a few of those.
And you have to do some tricks with some of them.
Oh, the key. I got my own collection of keyboards.
All of those are different, by the way. Like, some of them share layouts, but like...
What's the one, the upper right white one?
The upper right white one? That's the one that's hooked up to my desktop. I have it set up so.
That's not a real force, is it?
No, all of these are. Here, I'll type it out.
They're all the same model, is the
Okay.
joke here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Without totally put my face to the other monitor, it's kind of blurry.
They're all different versions of this model.
There's this one this keyboard I've been eyeballing for like a decade now. It's like Real Force something.
The Topper Real Force?
Yeah, I don't know how it feels
okay. Really, really good. It's like a
Really?
mechanical keyboard if it wasn't annoying to use.
Why is it annoying to use?
Like, you get that tactile feedback without, like, I don't know, it's difficult to describe, right? Like, it feels nice on your fingers. It feels nicer than the actual click. Because they're like linear capacitive switches, which is
Yeah, I read about that.
bizarre. But it works. It works really well. And the only reason I don't have one is because they're cripplingly expensive.
Yeah, they're like $350 or something.
Yeah.
I've wanted that keyboard for 10 years.
Yeah.
And it first caught my eye because it reminded me, like, it looked like the Amiga keyboard. And that was one of my favorite
Yeah.
computers. But I'm like, I'm not spending $350 where I can't. What if I don't like it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's an expensive ask just to see if you like it.
Oh shit, my
And
food,
there's
I'll be right
nowhere
back.
to try.
Real Scott hours.
Yeah. This peak Scott host.
Oh, that's sad. The one of the black keyboards is a little fucked up. Doesn't work
That is
properly
unfortunate.
anymore. It also just had an issue with the arrow keys where like pressing some of them at the same time made the other ones not work. But like
Oh.
none of the keyboards have that.
I wonder if that's just different controller revisions.
Yeah, I haven't looked at them in depth enough. I'm planning to just bring it to a friend that does soldering at some point.
Yeah.
Because I don't have the tools myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thought behind me having this many of this keyboard has been whenever you have a peripheral you really like, it might just like go off of the market forever. So
You
if
just
can
buy
get
10
a
of
few
them.
If you can get a few like very cheaply, then
Yeah.
same with that mouse that's visible in the back there. There's like a black version of that, like right outside of that shot.
Yeah, is that the Logitech or is that
That is the
Yeah, if I
or,
didn't
uh,
smell
that
something
is the
burning.
lovely named, it's the lovely named Glorious PC Gaming Master.
Okay.
In
Hey,
Yeah.
be back again.
Yeah, right. So everyone I know who like is hardcore into first person shooter PvP loves that mouse. And I would buy one, but again, I don't want to spend $80 on a mouse.
Yeah, I initially got this mouse because it was suggested to me, and like I was looking at the sensors, like making sure it was like okay, because you know,
Yeah.
if I'm gonna buy a mouse that expensive, I might as well just like really, really look into it. And I did that while my other mouse that I was using was also just completely broken, so surprising that I was able to order this mouse even. Yeah, I ordered the mouse because my last one was broken. And this was like, so someone had just sent me a key for Overwatch. And they're just like, put it in, put in the key, put in the key. It's like, no, my mouse is broken. I'll get to it. Give me a second. It's like, oh, just give me your account info. I'll fill it in for you. It's like, no. Just wait. Just be patient. It's not gonna disappear.
Give me your account information. Don't. Just don't ever.
I don't care if you're my friend. I'm not getting my account info.
Yeah. I took the IT provided cybersecurity training. I know not to do that. What am I doing? What's it? Ugh. Ugh. It might just be one of those days. Need to get this crappy little CRT television out of this room.
God, every time I scroll past this darn thing. Every time.
All right, I'm back.
Back.
Just made my.
Welcome back.
Mhm.
Oh shit. Opportunities have arisen. This keyboard tangent made me start looking up this particular keyboard
My
model.
dinner.
And I
You see
found a
that?
very cheap one.
Can you see it? There we go. Yeah. It's this rice thing.
I'm always pinging me and where. Spam alert. Hi, have you already collected your daily Axie bonus today? Here's the link. Password is 123. Okay, well, there I found him.
Oh, Vape's back. It's the first time I made dinner while I was streaming. And ate while streaming.
So many shady Discord links going around these days.
Discord has to have the worst support of any company I've ever dealt with in my life.
Yeah, I've tried to communicate with them. Not have much luck. Luckily, it wasn't that pressing of a matter for me personally. It was more like
They keep giving me a runaround. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. I don't want to go into details on the stream, but Oh God.
Okay.
Hmm.
I want this one. Let's log in.
I didn't realize how hungry I was.
Deja vu. I think I've been in this conversation before.
And by the way, that Impossible beef tastes better than real meat.
I would try it
Yeah.
if it was available here. Because
It's weird. I mean, it's really freaking good. Beyond Burger is a little, not, I mean, flavor wise, maybe not as good as the Impossible one, but it's still good.
good time to get the German keyboard. Let's go.
I wonder if that Real Force one makes clickety sound. I mean, I like the click. But
Yeah, it does.
Here's a problem: if you're, use it for your like this computer or a game, you don't want the clickety thing going across your mic when you're gaming.
Yeah, so it's clicky, but it's not as clicky, if that makes sense. Right, like it's because it's not actual mechanical switches. It's not nearly as loud, but you still get like the tactile.
Oh, cool.
You can feel it click, but you can't really hear it click as much.
I gave my friend one with blue switches, and when he's playing Overwatch with us, it sounds like a machine gun going off.
Oh
The
yeah,
blue switches.
Yeah.
you don't want that. That's not good for anybody.
I like it if I'm working and not talking to people and stuff.
Oh, I find it distracting.
I like to switch keyboards like once a year. Just adds like something new.
I remember having a little bit a small period of time where I was really into like different keyboards. I'd like look at all these videos, and I just joked to my girlfriend about like getting a Model M, and she told me that if I get a Model M, that she will steal it from me and hide it, and I'll never find it again.
Wait, what's a Model M?
It's
IBM Model M.
Oh, my friend got one in the next room.
It's notoriously loud.
Some guy remade them. Yeah. I'm gonna go get it. Hold on.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Hold on, I'm gonna go get it.
So it's Unicomp still make them. It's not that they remade them. It's that IBM sold their keyboard and printer division, and that became Lexmark. And Lexmark sold the keyboard division of that to Unicomp. And so Unicomp actually still just make original IBM Model Ms.
Okay, let's double check.
I got it, but I'm gonna finish eating first.
Yeah, I had a Unicomp Endura Pro, which is it's the Model M with the built-in track point.
I'm done eating.
So if you can imagine everything horrible that IBM has ever done for computer input,
Here's my friend's keyboard.
That's like my favorite keyboard.
If you could see the stream.
Yeah, if you go to PCKeyboard.com,
it feels like it.
Okay, give me a second. I'm ordering another one of these keyboards because I really need another one with the Windows key.
I never even tried this.
And I found a cheap one.
This is nice to type on.
Patience has paid off.
Yeah.
You gotta press the keys really far down though.
Yeah, that doesn't look like a Unicomp. It just looks like
some guy
honking.
Yeah, I forget some guy that really likes his keyboards. Had a whole batch of them made or something. It's
oh no,
it is Unicomp.
No, yeah, that is a Unicomp. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay, I wonder what model that is. It's got like LEDs along the top.
It's
isn't it?
Unicomp UT40E7 maybe.
It's not the
Model
Space
M.
Saver.
Model M.
Well, yeah, but they're all Model M's.
I didn't know
I think
that.
I linked it in the. Yeah, like I linked it in the text channel here.
I don't think there's any.
They
Oh yeah,
make a
there is
few-
LEDs on it.
Yeah, they make a few models, and that looks like it is.
I can remember to put that back. If I leave it in my room and I step on it and break it, I'll be pissed. What have you done?
The model. It's a Model M in 2021. He gets what he deserves.
I mean, it's a Model M. Will you really hurt it?
No, you'll
Yeah.
probably hurt your foot.
Yeah.
It's like,
Still, I don't
it's
usually
like-
touch other people's computer stuff.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
and I just grabbed his keyboard because he had to take his computer home, so it wasn't even connected. So I just grabbed it.
Yeah.
PayPal, why the fuck aren't you loading, please?
It's 7 already almost.
Maybe it's a Oh, it's an okay. So it's a mini M.
One more file done.
Which is
I mean,
pretty new. So it's not the same. Like the other ones they make are actually the original Model M casts. Like I think I was explaining while you'd run off to grab it, but IBM sold their keyboard division to Lexmark. Lexmark sold that to Unicomp, and so they actually have all the original tooling and crap to make them.
oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to collect. My friend used to collect like the IBM ones. He'd buy them and sell them. He'd be like hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, people go crazy for shitty old keyboards. It's awesome. It's made it very challenging to find appropriate keyboards for old machines, which I'm not super happy about.
I'm not into the old machine. I dealt with that my old machine when I tried to get the Raptor files off it, and I don't really want to go back.
I know, that's fair. I feel like Mike and I would get along. Mike seems like he'd be a good.
Yeah, he's a program. He made Warheads. Remember that game?
Yeah.
And Best Friends, and I don't know. It's retro64.com.
Yeah.
I remember the site.
Now,
That's about
what
all
sucks,
I
his
remember.
games are like in limbo because he sold out to PopCap, then EA bought them. Now his games are like,
Yeah.
he won't be able to ever redo them,
That's always so annoying,
What? No, clean. Yeah, I might
So
actually
much
have to quit in like a half hour because I promised everybody I'd play Overwatch. But I got about 75% of the warnings.
Yeah.
I could get it done if I try. I still don't see why that error was. I mean, because it just put a cast on it, it would not go over 4. I mean, unless it was converting it to an int and then add. I don't know. Even then, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a conversion rules thing. I just don't know which one.
Yeah. Double to int. Kerglow. This is in bonus.
So, I know at least in C and C++, it should. I'm pretty sure it goes with like the. I think it goes with the biggest number, the biggest type, and then I think there's also some like overrides for that rule with like where the left hand one is the most. It's the one where everything gets converted to.
Subscript is not of integral type. What? Oh, no, yeah. I just changed it to a double. Yeah. I got it.
There we go. Yeah.
Hold on, be right back again.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Hit it. The wind must have stopped blowing because now it's hot in here instead of cold. If I had to put a regular shirt on instead of my damn hoodie.
You fool.
You fool! Oh, that's why there's no sound effects. I made the volume 0. Conversion from double to int. Possible loss of data. What? Oh, I see. This is another file that's going to be on a chopping block. From int to float. Ooh. Great. Oh, that's got to be an int. What the shit? Oh, I see. Ah. One more file done.
Proud of you.
As you should be. I'll just rebuild the whole goddamn thing. And I'll pick my next target.
Oh, cool. A keyboard should arrive in my vacation. Yeah. Exciting.
What'd you buy?
I got another one of the keyboards in the picture. To be like more fair about it, only 2 of those keyboards have a Windows key, and one of those keyboards is broken. So I got another one with the Windows key because I finally found one that's like below the price threshold that I'm willing to pay.
I got this other keyboard, but
Although
a Philco, but the USB
Yep.
connector's like kind of loose, and I never want to spend the time to. It's got custom keys and everything. Here, we'll get that one. Let me show you that one.
Philco Majestouch. Yeah. People seem to like those too.
I think it's kind of funny though, because like I'll post a picture of my keyboard and then like for whatever reason people will like actually get like incredibly angry at the tildes next to the spacebar. Like
All right.
you get like this like young
There it is.
people nerd rage.
You see that? Where's OBS? I don't even know what's on the camera. Yeah. This is my favorite keyboard until something's loose in here. I got to get a new USB thing and solder it in.
Oh.
Custom double shot keys. Yeah, I missed that keyboard. Let me feel, yeah, this is good. I like what I'm using now, and this one is a Razer Black Widow Light. I kind of like this one because it doesn't have any ridges, so it's easy to clean.
Oh.
Damage energy. Shots.cpp. Oh. I don't want to go changing the API stuff this time. Enemy CPP. Oh god, yeah, but they changed the whole. It's bullshit, I tell you. I'm not even gonna worry about enemy CPP yet because I haven't converted that to world coordinates yet. So. Oh, but that's in shots. Oh, ouch. Ooh. That's gonna be tomorrow. How about true type assembler thing? Where's X1? Conversion from int to float.
Where does this belong in the architecture diagram?
Where the hell? Oh, here we go. Float X2, I2, clip. Oh, clip is okay. Okay. RGFX font. Oops. But hello. Version from float to int. I fixed those things in that true type, whatever. Conversion from float to int. I did it again. How about some parentheses?
Oh, what?
What the fuck? Float?
Oh, I see.
fix that. Gesundheit.
Dankeschön.
Alright, this makes no sense. Oh, conversion from floats to int. What? Oh, duh. I'm doing it backwards. Another file done. Time is it? 7:10. Okay, let's see what I get. Float to int. IPT set pause. I'm pretty sure that's not even used anymore. I'm guessing it stands for input. Another file done. Yes, num. Oh gosh, you know, I don't want to mess with this file today. 'Cause I know it works. I'm at the end of the day. Let's call it a day here. You guys don't have to hang up. I'm going to end the stream, though, but we could still be on the voice chat. Where's the end? So, goodbye, everybody on YouTube there, and see you tomorrow.